Good morning, welcome to Subramani. One more longish mail, so let me read from it before I answer. I happened to be on your site and I did some binge reading over a long period. I read a lot about equity, I read a lot about retirement planning and stuff like financial freedom. It's something which I had heard about, but I had not really worked on it. And I noticed that many of the things are about saving and investing. I have not paid too much attention to the investment part, but I have saved very well. Amassing sufficient resources is necessary. I am a chartered accountant, I should know that. I am about 46 years of age. I live in Hyderabad. And I really don't know what I want to accomplish in retirement, but I did the calculation and I have about 60 months expense, 60 times my annual expenses. My annual expenses are about 5 lakhs a year. I have paid for my children's education. I don't need to do anything more on that. And I have been fortunate to have a successful career. I've been a chartered accountant, and last 15-20 years of hard work, and I am able to today say that I have this much money. I also inherited a house, so therefore I did not have to buy a house. It's a big palatial house in a good location, so I really don't have too much of expenses. So yes, 5 lakhs is my annual expenses. 60 times that is 3 crores, and that is all in financial assets, not much of equity mutual funds. But I consider myself as a chartered accountant. I always introduce myself as a chartered accountant, and I am unable to separate. This is a beautiful statement. I am unable to separate my thought process, body and profession. So I don't know what I would be if I am not a chartered accountant. My question is, what did you do to consider, and how do you spend your life post employment? And I would imagine, I realize it's a process, but I have no clue on how I should approach, and I would therefore like to know how you approached. Good question. And sir, I am not telling your name. This is a good question, and first of all, congratulations. You have a very happy problem to have. Most people at the age of 46 are wondering how to pay their EMI and what to do with their practice, etc. You should definitely not close down your practice when you say retirement, but you understand one thing. Now you need not do poor quality work. That is one huge advantage because of financial freedom. So yes, your portfolio needs a rejig because you've got very little money in equity. So learn about equity and invest in equity, or invest in equity mutual funds. Maybe put up about 50 lakhs to 1 crore more into equity, and the other money can remain in debt instruments. You're comfortably well off simply because you have very low expenses. Of course, in a smaller city, you will be tempted to spend less. You have only one son, and thanks to an early marriage, you have provided for most of his education. Almost all his education is already in a separate account. And I do realize that I meet a lot of people who hate their jobs and still stick on. You need not do that, right? So you need not do something which you don't like and something which you do not enjoy. So start doing slightly different work from what you've been doing, and start increasing your charges. There is no reason to file income tax return for 500 rupees. If it's an old client, just give him away. Just give him away to some young chartered accountant who did his articles with you. Give away all that work which is low and less paying, or give it away to your employee. Let your employee handle it from your office. That's fine. You tell your employee, I'll not pay you a salary, but here, take away all these files, do your own business, right? Operate from my office. You can do that. Those are the choices that you have when you are financially independent. You find out what you are more passionate about. Think hard, right? You may want to learn the Vedas, right? Your father was a Pandit, or your grandfather was a pandit, right? So you have the money, you have the inclination to do that, so learn that. I mean, find a hobby, that is for sure. See what you are passionate about, what you want to do, get into those groups. Thanks to Facebook and social media, you can get into such groups. Could be a walking group, running group, Veda group, whatever. Get into all that, challenge yourself, grow. Do something for the students of the Institute of Chartered Accountants, or spread more financial awareness. You have suddenly got financially aware. Maybe other chartered accountants in your own city are not so financially aware as you are. Help them plan their retirement. Of course, you're too young, because a 60-year-old may not listen to a 46-year-old about retirement. But read, learn. Thank you, you bought my book. And you realize that book is more addressing your son rather than addressing you. But remember, you have done your job. You have done a fantastic job of accumulating so much money, apart from having another spare house and the current house in which you are living. Of course, this is inherited. See what you can do to have an impact on people. Like, for example, for me, spreading financial literacy seems to be good fun, and I don't need to make money out of it, right? If I make money, that's great, but if I don't make money, it does not bother me. That is what financial independence does. It does not mean that you're going to sit at home and give up a 20-year career and do nothing. That is not going to happen. So you optimize yourself, find a hobby. A video of mine says pursuit of happiness. Look after your health. Many chartered accountants, doctors, etc. work so hard that they completely ignore their health. Don't do that. And since you are financially independent, you don't have to worry about anything even in your profession in terms of what are the changes that are likely to happen. Will you lose clients? Will you gain clients? Stop looking for business. Start meeting more friends. Do Zoom calls right now, and afterwards make it a physical meeting. Go around, meet your friends and relatives. Make sure that you spread this word around, and that's it. So doing all those things will keep you busy. And when somebody asks you what you are doing, you can say nothing. This reminds me of an incident of, I think it was Ian Chappell, who asked the guy sitting next to him, what does this guy do for a living? And they were talking about Mansur Ali Khan Pataudi. And this fellow said, I think it was M.L. Jaishima, who said, he's a prince. So Ian Chappell asked him again, and yeah, I know he plays cricket, but what does he do? So he said, he's a prince. Now that is what you have when you are financially free. You don't need to do anything for a living. Your money does its work. You have the money. You then decide what you want to do for a living. You are not forced to do something for a living. That's important. Thank you.